Good morning, everyone. Happy Friday. It is, well, it feels super early, but it's actually a little bit later because I don't need to pick up Judy today. So last night, I didn't get a lot of sleep because at about 2 a.m., the dog woke up. And I thought, okay, did he hear something? What happened? Like, does he need to go to the bathroom? And then I'm like racking my brain. What time did I like let him out last night? Like, you know, before I went to bed? Because sometimes I let him out at like 8 p.m. and he's fine for the rest of the night. Other times it's a little bit later. Sometimes it's 9:30. It all depends on when, you know, I go to bed as well. So I had let him out like at 8:30, something like that. So I thought, oh wait, no, actually I let him out at 9. I let him out like right before I decided to like start to get ready for bed. And I thought, well, why does he need to go to the bathroom? That's so strange. So I let him outside. He tinkled right away and I thought, okay, that's it. I got back into bed, tried falling asleep. He could not go to sleep. I could not go to sleep. He started itching to jump off the bed, which is like a big no-no because he's so small. And all of a sudden, he jumped off the bed, and I'm just like, okay, wait a minute. Maybe he has to go number 2. So I got my robe on again. I took him outside again, and he went number 2, and then also had a little bit of diarrhea towards the end. And I was just like, oh, great. Like, hopefully this isn't like an all-night thing. So anyway, by now it's like 2:30, 2:45. I finally get back into bed. And he goes to sleep right away like an angel, which is nice. And I am stuck awake, tossing and turning, not able to go to sleep whatsoever. And I had the strangest dream last night. Like when I finally did fall back asleep, it was so weird. I always have dreams, and I don't know why this is, but I always have dreams where like my childhood timeline intertwines with my kids' childhood timeline. So I had a dream that like I was a parent. I was still a mom. I was young, but I was young like when I was a mom. But anyway, and the kids were teenagers, both of them. And somebody that I went to grade school with was also a teenager, but was in their class instead of mine. And he invited them to go to this like water skating, like, I don't know. It was so weird. It was very, very random and weird. And I don't know why I had that dream, but I did. So I don't know. It's just been kind of an off night. It's kind of been an off week. I'll get into that a little bit later. But anyway, Judy and I were talking about tulips yesterday because someone came into work and said that her tulips, or she saw tulips or whatever, were starting to sprout out because it has been so warm here that it feels like spring, and the bulbs of like, I can't remember what other plants are like bulb plants, but definitely the tulips are starting to come up. And I was just like, okay, so here in Wisconsin, because we are a state with all 4 seasons, when the tulips start to come up, they, like in the spring, they come up, they bloom, they die, and it's over until next year. So what happens if you plant a tulip in like, let's say Florida or California, where it's sunny all the time? Do the tulips just continuously keep on coming up? Or is it like once every like 3 months? Or how does that work? Like, how do bulb plants work or do they even have them? Judy was telling me that she thought that there were different kinds of bulb plants, that like there was a bulb plant that would produce a flower continuously for Florida, and then we have our own Wisconsin bulb plants, which I have never heard of before. I just don't think that that's correct. But let me know in the comments down below. So anyway, I wasn't going to talk about this, and I decided enough time has passed. I can address it. So there was some vandalism last weekend that occurred, and I just am a little bit skeptical of the whole situation. And I'm not skeptical of my neighbors at all, because I love them. They're like great people, like not at all with them. But so basically what happened was it was 7 p.m. at night, so it was dark, but where I am living, I am facing the back way along with my neighbors and other people as well, but my neighbors for sure, who live across from me. And so it was 7 p.m. Our back area is very well lit. Like the lights come on like at 5 o'clock, or like 4:30, 5 o'clock, and then they stay on for the whole night until like 7 a.m. in the morning. So it's very, very well lit. And all of a sudden, I'm sitting there with my dog, I'm watching TV, and the dog didn't bark or anything, but I heard what sounded like a firework, like a bang, and I thought maybe somebody like in the distance lit off a firework or something, or like it almost sounded like something dropped, not shattered, but just like dropped. It was like a boom. And then all of a sudden I see a person. I can't tell you if it was a man. I can't tell you if it was a woman. I can't tell you if this was a teenager, or I can't tell you anything about this person, because they were running past my window so fast. All I could see was that they were wearing either a light colored jacket or a light colored sweatshirt, whether it be cream, white, yellow, I don't know. So, and I didn't think anything of it, because sometimes people will cut through in the back there, like past our windows, to like go places or whatever, like to walk to McDonald's or, walk to the gas station or whatever. So I didn't think anything of it until I got a text from my neighbor. And my neighbor was just like, Angela, we just got vandalized. And I'm like, oh my God, like, what are you talking about? And she said, did you see anyone run past the window? And I'm like, as a matter of fact, I did see somebody, but I couldn't make anything out other than the fact that they had a light colored coat. And she's like, yeah, she's like, I was, I had all my lights on. I was sitting in my living room watching TV, and she's got a dog as well with her dog. And she said, all of a sudden, an arm comes from the side of their window. Like, this person must have been standing super, super close to the building and then reached their hand over to the window and banged on it like 3 or 4 times, like really, really hard, and broke their screen. And then they just took off running. And I'm just like, that's so crazy, because in order to get to anywhere anyone would need to go, right, you have to pass my apartment. You have to pass my window. So if it was like a dare or something like that, or like if they were just trying to like randomly vandalize somebody, they would choose my apartment, because I'm right on the end, literally right on the end. So they took a chance of, number one, being seen by that apartment, and number 2, being seen by me, and number 3, running towards the parking lots of all the places that have cameras. It just doesn't make any sense to me at all. So needless to say, we have been on edge, or I have been on edge for a while, just because, of things that took place last weekend. It's like, once something like that happens, you just like, are always on edge, always like alert, like wondering, what's happening, blah, blah, blah. Oh, I'm going to have to park right here. But yeah, so that happened last weekend. And like I said, I wasn't going to talk about it just in case, because I even thought to myself, I wonder if like they had meant it for me. But then I thought, no. And then the weird thing is, the like very weird thing is that myself and my neighbors have so many lawn ornaments, like shepherd's hooks, planters. She's got a whole bunch of like really, really cutesy like lawn ornaments and stuff that this person would have to get through all of her lawn ornaments in order to even get to her window. So that is another weird thing. It's like, I don't understand why that even happened. But anyway, so yeah, I have been on edge. I haven't been sleeping well at night. I've just, like I've been double checking my windows, double checking the door, double checking the alarms, like all of the things. I thought about getting a camera for the window because they do have cameras that you can like suction to the window that will just like turn on when someone walks past or whatever. But the problem is that we let out the dogs so much that every single time we let out the dogs, the camera's going to go off and then it's going to alert me. So I don't know what the best option is, really. I'm still trying to figure it out. This gentleman parked really far, like he's over the line. But anyway, so I am going to go inside because again, we had people call in today. We're going to be shorthanded. This is why I don't want to work on Fridays anymore. Like, I seriously do not want to work on Fridays anymore, you guys. And I already decided, I already told Judy, I didn't tell anyone else, but that when the summer hits, I'm taking Fridays off. So I'll be working Monday through Thursday, and then I'll have Fridays off where Judy and I will be able to get our nails done, or we'll, be able to take day trips or something like that. Like where, we can just like relax in the morning on a Friday, and do that. Cause this is ridiculous. Every single Friday I am like, oh, it's Friday. I don't want it. I don't want to work today. Like someone's going to call in. We're going to be shorthanded. Like there are other things too, but it's just like, I don't want to work Fridays anymore. I don't want to work Fridays anymore, so I might not in the summer. Oh my God, please, I hope the babies don't cry today. Okay, everyone, I want everyone to have a great weekend. Hopefully I'll record something when I get home with the candles that you guys can see this weekend because I don't have anything lined up. I do have enough candle empties to do a candle empty video. So hopefully that'll be coming soon. But I hope everyone has a great weekend. God bless. And yeah, I'll hopefully see you guys tomorrow. Bye, everyone.